So, guys, last episode, a little bit of forced spy. Did anyone pick up that EH1 was like Ethan Hunt? Mission Possible 1, Mission Possible 2, Mission Possible... But I was implying that they just kept replacing the droid actor. Because he does his own stunts. But, you know, they don't really care for droid safety, so... Complicated joke. Doesn't always land. Rather proud of my hollow drama, JB007 that I've already informed poor Doug's character that he's addicted to or just has it all. One thing I love about this game is when you're sitting around a table, you can pick on each other a little bit, like this little friend of jibing or whatever. Jay was a really good sport. The fact that Doug called me on a couple things that I had screwed up in the game, and I purposely made out like I was taking it out on poor Jay, who was missing a couple of cues or was just so into character that he decided that Leth had no idea what's going on. We're spoon feeding him spy stuff. So with TLX and Dr. Leth well on their way to completing their 6-month mission. Maybe he'll spend 6 months, like he's supposed to be back a week ago, guys, and he spent 6 months like developing a cure. Like he just goes down that rabbit hole to fix the Mon call situation. What better way to have a really cool, invite you on a luxury cruise, you know what I'm saying? Like this is backstory stuff that you guys could flip. You know, Dr. Blackjack, aren't you the guy that cured? Yes, I am. I mean, I'm Empire. I think all these species should rot and the Empire will rule, but those poor children, we got to cure those kind of thing. Because I'm a human, right? Right? See, 5-finger glove. That would actually, he's wearing gloves everywhere he goes. No, he's a doctor. It's okay. That's what, So, I know you're all waiting for the Joyzy Force, but that's a big thing. It's a long haul. It's not something we're just going to go in from the seat of our pants sideways. So we're gonna hear from Ryan Messina and Merrick, who was talking about droidification of his armor. You really want to buy some skeletal thin droid to pilot your original armor?
Yeah. Why would I not? Because Merrick is returning to his original roots. And
available funds would be my thing. Why not? Do you have the money for this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. So for the podcasting audience, it's funny because they're in a Zoom call, and I swear Ryan is looking at Matt's Hollywood Square, and Matt's nodding yes, like Daddy will pay for it.
Yes, he's been paid.
All right. Well,
I have ideas, and then Rahal goes yay or nay, and then this one he goes yay.
There you go. We'll run some logos while you check your bank deposit. We'll be right back.
So yeah, you got
an open argument.
20K, you got 20K credits to play with, Mr. Merrick. Do with it as you choose.
Got paid in credits or, trade?
Trade.
I mean, if Rahal wasn't busy, but he's very busy.
I know just how near human he is.
Well, I would also take payment in noogies, but noogies. Rahal does not like the noogies.
A deep cut, but we all know that you're way too ticklish for that.
That is secret between doctor and patient.
I'll give you a force point for that, Messina. That was good. I gave Doug one last one for being right on the nose with the situation. I'll give you a force point for that. So, Have we all figured out, without Aiden playing a Jedi here and me going after Matt for his force points, my new target for force point drain is Dr. Leth. He spit up a couple already in the last episode.
It's funny he never targets me, though.
Oh, no. No.
I got
You don't
many.
use
It's
force
fine.
points.
We're good. We got this.
How many you get, like 15th level with your prestige class? How many force points do
Finally
you start at?
My most recent class I took was a standard class, actually. So it's
Yeah.
only 12 plus my half my character level. And then
Okay.
you did give me another one last session or something.
I was
so
going
at-
to... Sorry, I was going to try and finish up with our little 6-month prequel story and then do a little bit of character reveal before we got into the main thing. So, hint away, but before we dig too much down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Sorry, Merrick.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much to buy a new or used droid of the skeletal variety? Have you guys looked into this?
No,
type
I
of
wish
droid
to
that you need?
droidify, not buy a droid. I wish to droidify, and I happen to know the proper scientific individual to task with such insurmountable task. Hey,
He's not here.
Dr.
You haven't seen him in
Leff.
months. You haven't seen him. He's not with you, man.
Hey,
He's
we
gone.
have the hollow. We have the hollow net. We communicate. We're in a writing club together. We read the same books.
Okay, so you know your cure.
I
for
thought
long
the
term-
last pirate, Levan, was so sexy. He could have taken over the entire universe, but he threw it all away for his love. How tragic.
This was literally the email he sent me. At which point I forwarded it to Rahal, being like, he needs to buy a basic combat droid that he can just shove in the armor. It cannot droidify the army.
You just say made by Dr. Leth, stamp it on the droid, and let Merrick think that you made it for him.
Basically, just like take the armor apart in a different way, put it back together with a droid inside, and be like, done.
You
No.
could probably.
They throw a C-3PO unit in it just for shits and gigs. Oh
Protocol
my,
droid.
I'm in combat. I'm in combat.
You can imagine like combat armor shuffling the way 3PO does, like this massive,
Not shooting
that-
at anything, just sort of wandering around.
Oh, no.
Just
But here's the thing:
random-
is that the minigun is welded to the arm, and BD is responsible for turning it on and off at select moments in time.
Oh, there you go. BD
So,
with his little red
imagine-
eyes.
Yeah,
So yeah, we get like a regular asteroid, restraining bolt still intact and everything. BD is the one that's been the restraining bolt removed. BD is the one that shoots BD.
BD takes a level of independent droid so it can be lethal. And
yeah. No one ever expects the little one to be those.
All right, so
I'm here
as
for
far-
the fun.
Mommy, wow, I'm a big droid now. So my question
Yeah.
is, like, is there a standard droid that fits this bill? Like, you've seen them in the movies, but there's got to be something. Oh, what if Rahal could get you, like, your 4th degree, your combat soldier from the Clone Wars, the actual Separatist droid?
Roger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
They're actually
It's fine.
They're actually dirt cheap. Like they start at $3,000, and you can take them up to like command. Their command version ones are like $7,000.
I will say that if you do that, you would need to spend some time modding it because it does work on a general. You have to have a command unit, otherwise, because if you remember, they took out the command module and the whole thing's all just collapsed.
So, hear me out. What if BD is the command module?
Okay, hang on. I got something a little better for you. The
So do I.
BX series droid commando.
E501Z.
Oh.
Buy one of them. $13,000.
It's a B, so it works with it. There's like a
What about-
colony.
Buy a commando droid from Separatist.
Or yeah, that too.
Yes, no?
You have
Oh,
options.
they're 18,800 credits, so they're more expensive. But they're these things are badass. I don't know if we'd be able to do those tucks and rolls that they do in real life in
I'm
your
just
armor,
telling you,
but
I
still.
don't know how many of them are going to survive competition with me. I'm just saying, buy what 4th degree droids you think or you're bringing over to the party. But
I mean, he
Like,
does
whoa, whoa,
technically
whoa.
have a droid though. He has
my
BD.
Yeah.
God. Oh my god, that's so awesome! You guys blow all this cash, and TLX thinks he has a sparring partner and eliminates him in the first day. Destroys the armor and the droid.
Thank you
Good, Master.
for the targets.
Oh my god, that's so awesome. Somewhere tumbling, you guys airlock him. You're so pissed. Somewhere tumbling in the universe, they're still fighting out in space.
No,
So
just
pissed
doing the
off.
rock'em sock'em forever.
Yeah, I know. I was just saying, like, yeah. Till the cold freezes the joints. The 4th degree droid, 6 soldier, 4 droid commander. Sorry, non-heroic 6, soldier 4, droid commander 1. The BX series droid commando captain is a CL7 bot, and it costs 18,800 credits. Maybe there's a used price.
I have 30 available.
30 credits?
Yeah, 30,000.
Oh, sorry. Like, I got 30 credits. You
No,
could buy a holodrama about a pirate.
thanks to my frivolitiness and the generosity of my sponsor. Yes,
Okay.
I have 30,000 credit.
Now, that's just an idea. Like, again, people might be biased when they see a commando droid. They might, extra target it, but it would pull some aggro. Rahal recommends the TP, the 501Z police security droid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that little puppy, if we have a quick peek, is where are we here? CL10, a Soldier 7 Scout 3 with no non-heroic levels, so apparently he has more skill and is more dangerous, and yet he's cheaper. Really? Is he cheaper?
Might
14,000
definitely
credits.
We would definitely want the droid to be able to handle an auto-fire weapon.
Weapon focus pistols, weapon focus
Heavy.
rifles.
Yeah, getting
no,
it.
does
We'd
not
have to
say heavy.
retrain it to heavy.
Yeah,
That's
you'd have
okay.
to-
There are multiple of us that have heavy weapons and use computer, so.
Do we really
You'd be
need?
switching out a lot of feats, though. The weapon
Yeah.
focus pistol needs to switch over weapons. Yeah, that is fine.
Now, I have hinted that you're kind of going on a spy mission. Like, you might be leaving this thing behind.
Yeah.
spend a lot-
That's absolutely fine that it does not come with us on this mission.
Okay.
If it is
So-
sitting on a ship
Hang out
waiting
with
for
the
a
other
go code,
TP.
Yeah.
yeah.
You could actually give your armor to the TP that Rahal already has.
TP501Z and TP502Z. 1Z and 2Z.
Oh.
I love it.
Oh. Why? Yeah. What if you guys just take the droid you have, Doesn't the guy give him to 1? Make 2Z jealous? Oh, I know. How about, like, jammies? One droid gets the top half of your armor. One droid gets the bottom.
It's like 2 droids in
I
the
don't
armor.
want a Donald Ducket today.
3
That's
astromechs
right.
and a power armor.
Yeah.
As long as Arthur's
How
the
do
top,
you
he would
handle
not- He would not be
auto-fire?
happy otherwise.
R4 is just he's the pilot for the redacted
Yep.
because it's
No,
right and he's just like our pilot now. He just drives around and he's like pulls up, need a ride. He loves that thing.
No. Why is there an image in my head of an astromech with an auto-fire weapon going, and it fires randomly in the sky, and everyone goes, what the hell is that about? It's like, threat eliminated. And then it's like, you would see like the cinematic screens like 1 year later, a Star Destroyer like zooms into space, and then all of a sudden it gets like hit in critical locations from bolts that were fired a year ago.
Just took a while.
It's like Unleashed where he pulls it down from orbit. It just starts careening into the atmosphere. It just took a while. What was that all about? Nice.
Yeah.
No, seriously. Okay, this looks like something that may come into play this
Yeah.
season, so we will
100%.
have to
I am
touch back on
investing-
it. Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm investing my fortune in this. It does not have to reveal itself in this because we're going
No,
sneaky,
but I just-
sneaky.
I mean, why pay for a new droid when you could just use one of the TPs we got kicking around?
Yeah, because they have personality and ego, and I don't want to deal with that shit.
Well, these are the ones I would say logically as a GM would have better, that you could level them for the heavy weapons, right? As opposed to just dumping cash at a mindless, you know what I mean?
It's not mindless. BD's there to keep things in line.
Have you mind wiped him lately, or is he starting to?
No.
Get a
BD has
personality.
No, BD is my one trusted companion outside of Rahal in this entire
Oh.
endeavor.
Ouch.
BD is the one that gets droid commander.
Actually,
BD
we know
has
even including Rahal. Let's not lie.
All right. Here's the thing. Okay, BD has magnetic boots. You know what a magnet does to a circuit board?
He just stomps around the
Oh.
other droid, making it stupider, and mind wipes it every other day.
Yeah,
I have
it's like,
magnetic feet.
I'm going to rebel. Whomp. What's my name?
Yeah, really. Now the BD droid currently is like a CL1. It's just 2 levels of non-heroic, 1
Yeah, I
level
know. That's
scoundrel.
the great part about it.
Okay.
Biggest threat to
no.
the universe is a CR1.
He's worth 7,500 credits. All right. Well, I don't think we'll get too far down this rabbit hole because we guys got to look up
We're going to throw a
cost-
pin in
tr-
this.
cost of training and everything, which actually interests me. But since we're like on episode like 3 or 4,
Well, we do have 6 months to cover. There were
I
whole
know,
seasons that took place within the time frame of like a couple weeks. So
oh no, I'm not saying that. I don't think the podcast of us opening books and reading is very entertaining, right? So some
No,
of the haggling
Wayne's
that you guys
World.
have hashed out, you guys have hashed out some stuff that's cool, but yeah. We hashed out a couple things. Now that being said, with Jay and Doug having episode the bag, and possibly helping Drew with his new character via text, or maybe we'll put you in a breakout room, with us advancing some things about Merrick's new project. Okay, I
Yeah.
would like to finally touch upon Rahal's 6-month journey
Oh.
in exploring our homebrew Jersey Force. Now, I mentioned it earlier this season. If we open this can of worms, to be fair, there's going to be some DM variant rule, possible hand waving, possible some homebrew. Like, we're just going to open this season. I'm not going to lock everything in stone to the idea of community rules and me being a little bit less rules as written and more, exploring of some things that are in Saga. I like the idea of using actual rules that have tried tested by the community as opposed to just making my own stuff, right? Now, Doug and I have worked together for some making up, especially to do with his glitches in his prototype droid, because they don't really have anything for that, as a GM does, right? I'll admit I was never big on crafting and stuff. I always liked certain adventures where you would find items and then mod those items or sell them or whatever to get what you want, as opposed to just like, oh, we have money, let's disappear while the kingdom rots and gets worse off and the bad guy gets a deeper foothold for X amount of time because I really, really, really want my +1 visor of something. And the DM didn't give it to me. So I'm going to pull out of the adventure and make it myself. Do the rolls until they happen, and then come back in and expect everything in life to be the same. And that way of sort of metagaming never sit well with me. Between adventures, they had always given you some downtime, and we had done some tech and some mods and some investing and on and on and on. But this big 6 month, this big chunk after you guys have lived a big part of the story, Gildervarth is a traitor. No, not to the Empire. He was a plant the whole time. We're starting to think. Because you guys have actually talked to Bail Organa and his people and been in contact, even though we might have separated the party and you're all on different ships and you're all wandering around doing your own little thing. There has been encrypted conversations where they believe that Barth might have been a plant that he cooked up. And is he Draco's competition? Does Draco have anything to do with the Sarlacc project, or is he just one of those inquisitors that like jump into a situation, does what he wants, and takes over? I mean, what did Almus have to do with the Sarlacc project? Those crazy people underground and the dragon and all. You know what I mean? Like, are they on the same side? Are they buddies and Draco planted them, or are they competition? Right? And right now, we know that Master Dina is in Draco's custody, and they will probably torture her for information, try to turn her to the dark side, break her, or kill her in the process. And the clock is ticking. This is Bail Organa is so worried about getting her back. He spent a lot of resources trying to keep you guys undercover because guess what? We became the galaxy's most wanted. Yay. Congratulations. 2 books on Coruscant, and the universe loves you, knows your names, profiles, anyone getting through a doorway when you're anywhere near the same height and weight and similar species, right? They'll even try to pull the rubber mask off of Mon Cal just to see if Rahal's under there for shits and giggles. My face doesn't
That's
come
another
off.
alias point.
Exactly. I'm cool with it, at least trying it for the season. If this sends us off a path that Rollmonger's not comfortable with, we'll bring it back in. If the fans hate it, we'll bring it back in. But, yeah. But it is something that the fans seem interested in, as in like, well, we don't know if we like it or not, but we are curious to see what happens if you go down this road. So we're going to go for it, right? So, Rahal.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the ship that you bought. Are you running around in the redacted that's got Saw leaving, or have you bought a new ship?
So, I mean, rule number 1, when a job goes bad, you scatter. Because it's a lot harder for them to find a bunch of dudes all over the galaxy than it is to find us all together on one ship cruising around.
Fair.
Now, myself, I've got a new alias to build. And I was inspired by my time on Coruscant and Felucia. So, my first order of business is going to be establishing the alias of Lieutenant Machismo.
Okay. I've pulled up a lovely picture of the interior deck plans of a ship. It is bulbous looking, with side nacelles, almost Star Trek-y in width. And funny enough, these nacelles are not engines. If you look carefully, the piloting communication seats are in each left and port and starboard wing, with the nose being the cargo hold, the central being access ways and certain compartments, and all the engines in the back. So like how the Millennium Falcon has the sort of sticking out the one side cockpit on the right side of the ship, on the left side of the ship, there literally is this shaft and a very Star Trek nacelle looking bulbous capsule that's long, 3 squares wide and about 10 or 12 long.
It's a little phallic, but very evolved.
Yeah. And I love how they made the one on the right side shorter, but have all kinds of antennae sticking out because there's a giant display, and this is your communication sensor guy that you'd have to like call on the interior mic and speaker system or whatever back and forth instead of having him just yell, right? I would assume that the seat-facing rear ship is probably engineering. The shotgun is your sensors and shields type, co-pilot type of thing. You got your pilot, and then across the way on the other side of the ship, you probably have your communications and sensors and all that kind of thing. Very cool. What kind of ship is this? What's it called? Like the generic? Do we know?
Oh, yeah. Give me a second. The YKL-37R Nova Cruiser.
A Nova Cruiser. All right. And
I've just named it simply the M1.
Okay. Very cool. There we go.
Yeah.
You guys seeing this? Everyone wants to ride in Dad's new ship. Very
Except
cool.
mine's painted Imperial black.
Oh.
So you know that like darker than
the
gunmetal gray.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say not the Durasteel gray, but the actual.
And all the internal speakers go boom, 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 boom.
No, that's just the natural cadence of the engines.
Oh, nice. I don't even know my mic even picked that up, but that's pretty cool. Dun, dun, dun. You got me thinking that now. Oh, okay. Very cool.
And I'm just basically going to cruise around. I kind of was thinking about this. I think it's a really cool idea. And it explains why I look so much like the most wanted criminal, Rahal Oberus. I've been surgically altered. my mission was to replace Rahal Oberys in this dastardly group of people who have been traipsing around the galaxy, a general thorn in the side of the Empire. And so I was recruited from the ISB super secret, super special infiltrator spy groups. Surgically
You sold
altered
me
to-
until you start saying super special. I was buying this until you like super duper.
surgically altered to closely resemble, almost identically, biometrically resemble the dangerous criminal, Rahal Oberys.
So you spend extra money on a verification without touching the face of the polyester.
Yes, sir. I mean, some things you really can't mess with.
Well played. Very well played. I like that. That's pretty on brand for you. So do you like bounce from the English accent and you like, oh yes, I'm Rahal. Oh, excuse me 1 second. Ah yes, I'm Rahal. Yeah. Right. You just run around showing the ID if you don't sound like him. Oh, hang on a second.
Lieutenant
do you have-
Machismo HR7. I mean, Rahal Oberys here. You know,
Okay.
it's rather
but-
difficult to get used to.
So my question is, if the world is hunting him, why be him? What's the ISB angle to draw?
The
out
ISB
his
angle
friends?
was before the world was even hunting him, I was hunting them. And my mission was to infiltrate this ragtag group of rebels.
Oh.
And
okay.
I've just been one step behind them the entire time.
All right. So let's go back to the idea of Book 5, called First to Strike. Was the name of that one, right?
I think.
Okay. You think? Yeah. Book 5, First to Strike. And in this book, you guys went to some backworld little planet. Do you remember the name? And
Oh,
yes,
I'm trying to
Doug, I know the name. I am totally not stalling and scrolling for that adventure as
Was
we
it
speak. No,
Book
no,
5.
no. Book 5, The First to Strike.
What was
No?
that backwoods little planet called? I don't remember.
Mhm.
I should remember, but I don't. It's been years, Jeff.
The planet was called Nizon. And it's a barren world in the Centauri system. Somebody write that down so I can remember. Right? There was this ship full of slaves that got away in like book 3 or 4, and you guys were, led you to this. They finally figured it out, and you go there, and all these large, I wouldn't say Wookiee type, but large size Wookiee people, were being, rounded up into pens and all this stuff, and you guys were running around their clay villages and dealing with all these things. And you
Was that where we
fought
were throwing the kids off the roof?
I can neither confirm nor deny. Yeah. Can neither confirm nor deny. Yikes. So you go there, and that's where you actually, I think you tried to put on the suit. You actually tried to be Machismo. And you guys
Yes.
wanted to break into this compound. Do you remember this?
The military compound, where they were at the one targeting the hinges on the gates, I think, and to try and blow it open. And I went in and was like, "Oh no, guys, they're coming!"
Yeah. Yeah, and then we started making this big joke about, right? But didn't the place get didn't you waste everybody, or did is there an imperial record of you getting away, or isn't that kind of sus that you showed up, right?
I showed up, warned them, and then,
Okay.
you know, I think I'm pretty sure I was like, I gotta go tell the other guys. Bye.
Okay.
I don't think I did combat with them at all. I think I just was like bailed on them. I think I snuck off.
Well, the funny thing is, like, we haven't got into the mission where 6 months later and Bail Organa calls you up and says, okay, this is the mission and you need background checks and you need alternate IDs. He's given you guys something loose to work with, or you've just been doing your own thing. And you guys have gone like way out on a limb, getting much more complicated IDs and high tech than originally that you're supposed to start with. But again, the stuff that you kind of start with, we haven't even got to yet, is still kind of flimsy. It'll stand up an inspection, but not an electronic background check. I will take some words from the module, right? So cost versus threat versus availability, right? You have contacts, you have money. The damage you can do with legit ISB certification is immense, which means it would probably be very, very hard for you to get these, right? Unless you can kind of do something.
I don't have the identification. I don't have like the tag, like this is who I am, you know? It's they catch me thinking I'm Rahal, run the shit, and my biometrics are registered as Lieutenant Machismo, redacted.
Oh, okay. So it looks like it has ISB paw prints all over it.
Yeah,
it's all implied.
exactly. So
that would be cheaper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I have whatever ID Organa made for me, not modified or anything like that, but they're just like, this is obviously Rahal Oberus, and then they bring me in, but when they scan my biometrics, it's all linked to this alias of Machismo.
The key to what's going to happen is you guys will be tied to something that's going on, an event, and certain ID to get you into it, which is nothing like what you guys are running. So early on, just to hide, I kind of tipped the flavor of what we're doing, but I also tipped you guys to this because you guys want to hide. You're Galaxy's most wanted. So if you guys wanted to get into some burnable ID now, or really start spending 6 months early laying down the groundwork, curing diseases and being Machismo, like why not? If you guys got the cash and the contacts, right? Which we'll get into. Because we definitely will.
That's
have to
what my
look,
immediate mission is.
Sure.
Whatever happens on the journey, we'll see.
Yeah.
But
no,
that's the
cool.
intent. Is to build the legend of Machismo.
Okay, so the finer points of roles. I know you have some awesome bureaucracy stuff that gets you contacts and stuff cheaply, as well as the cost of faking this kind of stuff. We can get into later. Again, it's like Merrick's thing. We'll do it off screen. I will say this though: a mean GM might kind of go, Rahal Oberus, former separatist, has all this bureaucracy stuff, right? If you wanted to retrain some of those skills the way Merrick is retraining his armor stuff, I want to give up my armor. I'm not going to use it. I'll do some retraining in the new level, give up these feats for these. I say cool. We talked about your money getting cut off. We talked about possibly retraining so that you fit this persona better. What if, because Rahal is most wanted, these contacts, like all these feats you have to make things better and cheaper, are tied to the actual Rahal Oberus and dry up? You know what I mean? Now, I'm not asking you to burn those cool feats that have served you so well, but for flavor's sake, I could see that contacts want nothing to do with you or risk turning you in because you're worth so much money.
Be fair, Jeff, I think I'm going to save any retraining for what we are potentially going to be putting together for the future.
No, that's fine. Yeah,
I'll roll with what I've got, but I agree. It makes sense that my contacts would completely want nothing to do with me under these circumstances.
Oh, there is one thing. The guy on Coruscant, Sanford and Son, is filling your voicemail. Where are you at? Where are you at? We got to talk. We got to talk now. I got a deal for you. It's like, yeah, you're going to turn me in. You just left Coruscant. Are you still on Coruscant? Are you near Coruscant? Are you in the sector? Call me. Right. I was really nervous, open emails. It's like, son of a bitch, can tell me. Or maybe he wants to do you solid, warn you, but he's just really, really bad. Call me. right? You run into it later and aha, I'm untouchable. Man, I was trying to warn you, don't come near this place. But yeah, whatever dead drop contact Rahal has to have safe space between you and people not tracking you, right? Sanford and Son frickin' has filled it. Dude, we gotta talk. I got a deal. And there's all these different angles, right? Like whether he's just trying to catfish you or bring you out into the open, or just trying anything to like try to pique your interest just so you talk. You're not sure, but yeah, if anyone's filling your hollow voicemail, it's this dude. Ruxpin's gone dark, right? I wouldn't say he's burnt, but it is good for him to lie low. So Bale has asked you, like, don't look for him. He won't respond. He needs downtime, type of thing. But he's kind of the Coruscant guy. He's probably still on Coruscant, or he's left the sector. Like, Teddy Ruxpin is really not good for you right now. Because anything you guys do with it, right? No. So on your own, and everyone splits up, and they're all doing different
these
things.
Days.
Yep.
That's why I'm going it alone.
All right. So there you are. Brand new ship. Do you have the TPZs with you, one or two? Have you given one to Merrick to throw into an armor? You got one with you at least?
I have one TP, and I have two astromechs.
Okay. Do you
and
guys
the astromechs are just like, they just are for the ship. They're not leaving the ship.
Yeah, they just run around and do stuff.
TP probably is not going to leave the ship either.
What do you guys do with Arthur and the Redacted?
I am assuming that that good old Dr. Leth and TLXS took that for its journey.
Well, the Empire knows that you guys got on it. They have footage of the mass destruction. Like when they play back the tapes, oh, look, the Manzria blew up. Oh, let's look at what happened on the ground. And they pull up footage or whatever. They see you guys getting aboard a Gatroc 720 and bailing, and they might try and track it. And if they figure out it's the Redacted, anywhere this shows up, the Empire might be looking for this ship. It's not like they're going to catch you right away, but just like the Millennium Falcon was tagged, you had to be careful where you landed.
I did purchase a whole other ship.
Yeah.
Or arranged for the purchase of a whole other ship. So I do have ownership of another ship somewhere.
Okay. I'm just curious, like, what do you want to do with the Redacted? Do you want to try and re-ID it or use them as a goose chase? Well, it's very dangerous to R4. You could lose them.
Like I said, I would have left that in the hands of Dr. Leth. He's got the slicer capability to do some fun stuff like that if he needed to. Or
what do you think?
Use it to trade in.
Okay.
I bought this sucker brand new, the M1. It's a brand spanking new.
Really?
Yeah. So that's why I got the fresh paint job, the Imperial Black.
Okay. Yeah.
So I basically don't have any money. Well, I do have money. I've got like 100,000 credits, but I'm assuming that that's going to be going away to like bribes and stuff and paying for the identity and some super spy fun equipment and things like that when we rendezvous.
So let me touch with Jay here for a second. What do you want to do with R4? I would say that it's kind of cool if he just kind of hyperdrives, refuels, and then bails before anyone catches him, but it would be exceedingly dangerous for my future character. I mean, NPC, the beloved way of me venting at you guys, to get captured or killed, and he knows way too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, having that little dude captured would be very bad for you guys.
No, as far as that ship is concerned, we would have done our best to clear data or any information tracking it, kind of thing. Either left it somewhere or sent it off on autopilot somewhere and just left the ship.
Okay.
I mean, for 4,000 creds, we could have got a astromech literally that met us that day, and its mission is to fly it till it needs to refuel, fly it till it needs to refuel, and just have it wherever.
Okay, I don't know if R4 is happy with that. Gonna kill one of my people?
Oh, it's not
Maybe
death. It's adventure.
Also,
That's a
also at
droid
this point,
adventure, my
R4
friend.
is so
R4
much more
doesn't
than
want us
that.
to have another. We're not sending R4 on that. We're buying another droid to do that.
No self-preservation. He's like, no, the droids, for the droids, my people.
Exactly. Dude, Arthur has a more and more of a personality. No one's ever mind wiped him, okay? And he's very
Right, so we
self-aware.
should mind wipe R4, and then
If you want. If you want. I'll go back. We'll just
We
remove
absolutely should not mind wipe R4. It's fine.
No, I
get
don't
rid
have
of all
any desire to do that.
money
It's just that
and parts and level
R4
of
is
training we've
suddenly
invested.
telling us what we can do with other droids that we buy.
I think the NPC would voice concern that you're buying a brand new, hello, master, how can I serve? And R4's like, hey, kid, I'll show you the ropes. Oh, no, we're going to give him your job.
Who says that
Piloting the
R4 even
redacted?
gets to meet him? I think you're giving R4 a little bit too much freedom.
That's true.
And that totally rhymed.
R4 is going to
Remember
stay
that.
with us.
Yeah.
R4 is going to stay with us. The redacted is going to fly off as a wild goose. And we'd like R4 to stay with us. But R4, if you would rather be the one that we never talk to again because you're busy flying that ship off in that direction, that'd be weird. I mean, you do you, but
so
we'd like you to be with us.
R4 would have been instructed to remain on basically wherever most command is staying that we'd be meeting
Resurgence
up again with.
has been blown up. We do not have a base, and you can't hang out on Alderaan. That would blow Bale's cover. So we
Like I
have
said,
the redacted.
We have a whole other ship
We'd have
that
another
was-
ship, yeah.
that we were supposed to rendezvous with. You could literally be like, yo, R4, go pick up our ship.
What are you talking about?
Oh, it was wasn't it a YT-1300? Didn't we buy a whole
Oh,
ship?
no. They were going to give you one, and you went, well, no, we got our own. You took
No. Before we left Coruscant, I paid for a whole new ship.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember that?
Yeah,
And we
right.
never picked it
No.
up. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I've got a ship.
Okay.
If
So
you want to send R4 to get my ship.
The ship that's been paid with Rahal credits could be a trap.
The ship that was bought through specifically anonymously, so it couldn't be traced back to us. That we paid extra for that service.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember
This was
now.
we're going to take the redacted to this ship, ditch it,
Yeah,
and then
okay.
jump on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we never did. We went straight back to the Resurgence, and it was like, oh shit.
Okay.
So that's what I was saying. If you wanted to send, if that would be a really cool place to send R4 off to in the meantime.
So our force mission, he drops you guys somewhere, is to go back to Coruscant, which is hunting everyone and recognizes the redacted. But if you're in and out and pick up the other ship.
Dude,
Okay.
no, we made arrangements in a whole other system to pick this up. There was a huge
delivery.
plan. How do you forget that?
Correct.
Delivery.
We were going to
playing
go
Pathfinder.
Fair.
In Matt's mind, when we left Coruscant, we were going to go get that ship first thing. But instead, we went straight to the Resurgence. We were going to go to that third location to get that ship.
I
swap
understand
out of the stolen redacted.
I understand what happened, but the way you worded it, we bought a ship on Coruscant and we go get it. ... I'm thinking on Coruscant, like over at the shipyard. You're talking about like it flew, it got flown out somewhere.
How I
sitting-
worded
yeah,
it
yeah.
was, while we were on Coruscant, I made arrangements for a whole other ship for us to pick up in a different location, is exactly what I said.
Yeah, location on Coruscant. Like I'm thinking the other side of the planet, not a different sector.
No.
Right?
Like, I'm not 100% sure, but I think I arranged to have it dropped off at Zelzon Station.
Sure.
I think that's what I said.
We're here
Just
to
saying,
pick-
Jeff.
Yeah, now that I remember because we were like, what a great tie-in. That I remember. I remember. So we're gonna jump around in time since these episodic things with Dr. Leth, right? We're going to assume, because we cut off last episode, we're gonna assume that whatever happens with Switch or whatever, at least R4 picked up your ship and brought it to you, no matter what happens, dead or alive.
I have to find the notes on it because we souped it up too. We spent
soon as you
extra
said
money to make it
Zelzon,
awesome.
as soon as you said leave it at Zelzon, I remember now. So it's not meta because we don't know what happens with Leth and TLXS, but since Arthur's with them, he could actually, pick them up or whatever and bring you your ship. Okay. So with this,
I don't need the ship. I bought another one. I'm rich, remember?
yeah. No, I'm just saying.
But they
I'm
need a
just saying,
ship.
Just walking through the,
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how you got the ship. And
Well,
again,
I was rich, but I spent a bunch of money on
so the audience knows that we're not medding or getting ahead of ourselves, right? No matter what happens next with Leth and TLXS, Arthur's on site, can grab that YT, and would have, we'll say this is in the past, brought it to you for whatever you want to do. Okay, so if you guys want to buy an astromech, unknowns to R4, send him off in the universe with a YT that pings Rahal Central or whatever you want to do, or the Gatroc, sure, gotcha. Which brings me back to my original question. Where's the Gatroc? Who's in it? Where's your new YT? Who's in it? And where's R4?
I don't know. I ditched them off the redacted. I got them to drop me off at a starport on route. I bought this ship, and now I'm off on my own, establishing the alias of Machismo.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Zeke's saying isn't R4 with Merrick? We're not exactly like this is all floating in 6-month timeline, right? So sure, R4 could be with Merrick a month ago, a week ago, a while ago, that kind of thing. He did a stint with Merrick, and that's where he could be. You guys can just say like, oh, he's still with Merrick. But
True.
Because we were entertaining the idea of a decoy. I thought eventually he would leave Merrick, and maybe R4 or your new astromech would be flying. That's why we've gone down this very argumentative, yet
very
fun
long rabbit hole.
Yeah.
But we do need to establish these things.
I do need to know.
Can't have a Gatroc 720 floating around to come back and kick us in the ass later.
That's right. So whether R4 just stayed with Merrick or is doing something that you need him to do after, again, what do you want to do with R4, Jay? Are you just going to stay with Merrick the whole time? You worry about ships and anything elsewhere?
We came to Zeldon Station via like a public transit kind of ship.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably how we will leave and then get picked up on wherever that public transit ship leaves us after we get off Zeldon Station.
Sure.
At that point in time, Arthur will come pick us up in the ship. For now, he is with Merrick.
Which ship? The YT. The new YT.
The new YT.
Okay, which is called what?
Redacted. At the moment, it's not technically like I don't think we've agreed on a name.
I got a name for you.
A serial number still.
No, I got a name for you. It's called the Quick and Easy.
Quick and dirty. We'll call it the quick and dirty.
The dirty quick. The dirty hands. That's not sus. Smuggler one. What?
Dirty deeds done dirt cheap. The dirty deed.
I can't. Every time I hear that, I think of the Weird Al version. And
no, I actually like that, Doug. We'll just call it the deed.
The deed.
Nice. Write that down, please. Someone write that down.
Well,
okay.
Do we have a character sheet for it?
I don't think so.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We're just going off of the audio. Okay, so there's the redacted. I got Troc 720.
Probably not going to see this ship until after this whole book is done.
Just saying, you might burn it. There's the deed, which is the YT 1300 that you've bought used. I'm assuming. There's your new M1, brand spanking new to help your cover. Okay.
Yep.
So while you're running around and spent time and money at this point, whether it's working or not, doesn't matter. But we'll say that at this point in time, somewhere in the 1 to 6 month mark, Rahal is away from you all. All that stuff we just discussed has already been done in the past, somewhere over the last 1 to 6 months. Okay.
Yep.
And Matt's tromping around acting like this machismo who is currently honorably discharged.
Oh yes.
Right? To seal a file. You talked about that because it's easier than up and running ID, right? Because that means a lot of your clearance would be canceled. And
I don't have a ton
clearance.
of money. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm just a civilian.
That's good. Yeah, but that's good. That's good. I'm a war hero, Stuck it to Nelzon. Remember Nelzon, Got out alive. Got the Purple Heart. Do you have any sort of war wounds or anything?
As part of my disguise, I will have a cane and walk with a limp.
Okay. Don't believe in cybernetics, believes in the purity of the Empire race.
Just wouldn't take.
Okay.
Just wouldn't take. That happens,
All
you know,
right.
my body rejected it. And unfortunately, I'm allergic to several different alloys containing durasteel, and it just wasn't a thing.
Former Lieutenant Machismo, do you know a lot of humans that are force sensitive have trouble with cybernetics? Would you come and see this Inquisitor right over here? If you
I'm not the ex-Imperial you're looking for.
As a matter of fact, let's not waste the Inquisitor's time because I just don't like you. Yeah. Wouldn't that be great? Every time you use that mind trick, it like you get the result you wanted, but it doesn't really. You don't get that.
It feels dirty.
No, like the blind following. These are not the droids they're looking for. You get like ticket. Like imagine the stormtrooper. Like it's not the droid you're looking for, but I'm going to ticket you for parking in the wrong spot. But sir, you stopped me. It's a checkpoint. Like it. You know what I mean? It's a very, very powerful mind thing that gives you like a +10 for affecting like bigger targets. But there's this
the funny
kickback.
part is Rahal has no need for mind tricks. His tongue is slippery and as slippery and as barbed as it could possibly be, and his stories flawlessly impeccable. They're hard not to believe.
You're a legend in your own mind, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think of what a great first name for Lieutenant Machismo would be, and I think I figured it out.
It has to start with M.
Maximo Machismo.
I knew it. It has to start with M. Excelsior. Hey, it's a Marvel thing, right? The Peter Parker, 2 P's, you know, all their character, right?
Maximo Machismo.
Maximus? Maximo.
Because Maximus is too
Maximilian?
it's too gladiator, and I'm not. I'm
yeah.
not the
So you're taking a name like that and you're making it very Star Warsy.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Like Bailo Organa. Okay.
Maximo Machismo.
Maximo Machismo for Max Machise for Max Cheese. Yeah, I got it. Nice. All right. Somebody write that down. All right. So Maximo Machismo is aboard the M1. And after running around establishing everything we talked about, at the very end of this episode, we are finally going to get to what you're really doing.
Yes.
Okay. A hollow mail appears somewhere, probably within the first month, specifically encoded, specifically for you.
Okay.
Okay. So now, even though I've jumped anywhere from 1 to 5 months or somewhere in there, right? Just for you. Whether you share this, obviously with the audience and the players, but whether the characters know that Dina had made contact with you and left you a message. Okay. So imagine I'm Master Dina.
Yep.
And I know that you boys are going out there doing dangerous stuff, and the pillow talk we have might be less and less. Okay.
She's always had a soft spot for me.
If I set up a hollow mail dead drop that if once a week or once a month I go in there and re-forward it, you know what I mean? Like a scheduled email, right? If I don't go and re-forward it, it'll actually upload, right? If I go to my little thing and say, oh, I changed the schedule of this podcast episode from May the 20th to May the 30th. And then on the 27th, I go, not May the 30th, June the 10th. And on it goes. It's just part of my routine. So I've recorded a message. She has recorded a message for you specifically and just keeps re-upping the drop date in case she's captured or killed. Well, guess what? I'm not there to re-up it. You finally get this email.
Sick.
Yes.
Is it what I think it is?
What? What do you think it is? What?
Dina, you silver fox. I knew you'd save a little something to keep me from getting lonely.
Oh, I thought it was like some kind of Sith reveal, right? Like he's like, so Oberus. If you're
Red-eyed
receiving
Dina.
this message, if you're receiving this message,
Just because it's choking does not make it Sith.
yeah, it's,
That's why she taught me force grip.
all right, you little gasper. All right, no,
Well, everybody knows force users make the greatest lovers.
damn. Okay, we are really getting away from stuff here. All right, you fire it up, find yourself the console, and amongst the beeps and whirls of your systems and the droids silently operating your new ship, the M1.
Yep. So yeah, I remember now. It was 2R7 Astromechs and TP501Z.
Now you can put that actually. Like I've opened the sheet for your ship here. Should have open editing, and you can just stick it in there. We'll put the crew. Okay. You ready for this?
Give her.
On your dashboard, the little puck for the mini hollow projector.
Yep.
Pops up, and a pale greenish blue Dina, in Jedi Master robes, she has her back to you, and she is dressing, like she got her back to you, don't see anything, but she's just wrapping them around herself, and then turns and says, "My dearest Rahal, as you have left my quarters, as you have done so many times, whether I have kicked you out or just got too tired, I realize that there is a lot of stake. So many things could go wrong with our current mission that I will not name in case this." And there's a bunch of garble, or you just get bored, fast forward, blah, 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 get to the good stuff, right? Blah, 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 Bail Organa, blah, 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 Sarlacc Project, blah, 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 you keep fast forwarding, right? Okay. I was once a student of an alternate tradition. I think you know which. Our people had become separate, with fewer and fewer correlation and more and more absorption into the Jedi academies with Jedi Masters and the way of the Jedi Force. The Jedi sect itself, the Order, had a way of not absorb, like originally they were kind to the alternate traditions and let them be on their own planets, but students from these traditions were shown other traditions, a greater tradition, and the Jedi themselves had adapted many, 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 many different altercations of the Force itself into a conglomerate melting pot, which is now today the Jedi Order. One of which is an ancient order that is still alive and well today, but not taught by Force users, adapted by the common folk. I am talking about the ancient power commerce, the ancient art of negotiation, an art which I have noticed that you are quite adept without any use of the Force, alternate, traditional, or otherwise. You, young Oberus, have proven yourself worthy in persuasion, in economic manipulation, in acquisition of assets, and more, even in the greatest upturn or downturn you have faced as a separatist. These traits alone make you worthy of a teacher. One may seek you out. However, I think they are few and far between. I was taken from my master, a better way given to the Jedi at a young age, but I had begun training, at least in my accent, which is very similar to yours, back in the day when I was a young Padawan. Today, I am a master of the Jedi Order, but I remember the old days. I remember my initial training, and I believe that there is still evidence, knowledge left behind by these masters in not just economic systems of the greatest empires, planets, civilizations that have risen and fallen. But in the galaxy as a whole, there is a flow to assets and commerce through exploration, through new innovative technologies, and just personal wealth. The market, the HoloNet, the galactic ebb and flow of these practices, the marketplace, the stock, the credit, everything that's happened over the last thousand. Anyway, she starts getting excited and starts rambling a little bit, and then she starts talking about a poodle she once owned and gets a little bit off track, and then comes back. Oh, what was I talking about? All right. Right. Sorry. I believe you could begin your search on Cato Neimoidia, where you found me imprisoned. I was stationed there during the Clone Wars, but I had volunteered to go to Cato Neimoidia, as although the Clone Wars had crippled its current civilization, there is still the old, ancient civilization of Cato Neimoidia that lies within this colony. Colonization of a planet is the precipice of economic growth and expansion. Young Oberus, if you're picking up what I'm laying down in an encoded fashion, big nudge and wink and wiggle of hips, start your search there. Look for signs, messages, possibly. What was I saying? Right, the poodle. So I had this poodle, and then she goes off on another big tangent.
Completely different tangent.
Runs out of tape. Like it just fizzes out. Or there's a knock at the door. Oh, crap. I'll record more later on this subject later to guide you. And click, and it's like, oh, crap. Well, that's all you got.
No, even better. Yeah. Oh, knock at the door. She's like, crap. I'll do this later. How do I shut this off? Whatever. And then all you see in the background is the of the door open and me float in on that divan in the background.
Oh yes, exactly. See, I was thinking that this,
and then it's an hour of really sloppy sounds.
Yeah, I was thinking, for the sake of the audience and my own sanity, that all this happened after you left on the divan.
Oh, okay.
I'm so tired.
So that all still happens. It just happens to be crewman number 3.
It's her next one coming in, because Dina, she's the.
Let me show you the dark side of the Force.
Yeah,
that was the whole problem she had with me. She couldn't promise exclusivity.
Yep. You know who it is? It's the quiet guy with the clipboard down in engineering. Every time you guys dock, the guy, the supply guy, right? He's such a good listener. Well, listen to this. While you head off around the galaxy, you circle back. I mean, these guys ended up back on Zelzon Station. It's no coincidence, perhaps, the shift in perception where Cato Neimoidia was a colony that grew and then got crushed during the Clone Wars in the separatist part of the universe.
I mean, I did always kind of plan on going back and taking over that planet, so...
Maybe there's something left behind or was never discovered. But imagine, instead of her being stationed there, she claims that she kind of, nudged the odds to be stationed there because she had a private agenda to look into something. Perhaps evidence of our lost Force tradition.
Yep.
So, with a new ship and a new ID, and since it's under Imperial rule, you return to the scene of the crime.
Yep.
A retired, excommunicated... I mean, honorable discharged.
That was great. You did the whole spectacles, testicles, watch.
Well, sorry. I've been watching Daredevil, the Catholic, vigilante.
I haven't seen the new season.
Do you know what excommunicado means?
Yeah.
Yeah, the church cuts you off. You get booted. Right? The Catholic religion wants nothing to do with you. God hates you. You can't come to our church. No more getting patched up in our underground. They cut you off, right? And it put such a fear into people of like, God's gonna be mad at me, through a priest that goes, oh, no, you're done, go away, right? Huge thing. Honorably discharged from the Empire is our cover.
Yes.
Not excommunicado. You imagine getting excommunicado from like the Sith, from the Inquisitors. They just cut a big X through you with the lightsaber. You're done. You're done.
What do you got to do to get kicked out other than fail over and over again? But that just gets your head cut off. But to get
You imagine
excommunicated
like
from the Inquisitors, what do you got to? Maybe it's because you're too virtuous.
they're so infuriated. They don't even like. They would just kill you. But something about you is so infuriating that they just kick you out. You imagine like how you'd have to act to like not get killed or destroyed, or even those on the rise to
They've
power.
just
There are
been
two of
trying
you
to
that can
kill
only-
me the whole time, and it just hasn't worked. Just has not worked.
Your defenses are awesome, but every time they try to get you to learn something, you fumble it. So they just get so pissed off. Just get out. It'd be awesome.
I could see that. I could see you being so annoying. They can't kill you because you haven't actually done anything wrong, and you're for the cause. You know, it's an asset on the board, but just get them the hell away from me. Because, dude, shut up.
So a little tidbit for our audience, okay? We had joked around about doing a parody campaign. Like, yes, there's no way I've got time for another podcast. We joked around. We called it We Plot First. And I was going to run a parallel story using the in-between beats and the characters of Dawn of Defiance. Like, imagine Gangalore busting in on Switch, but bad guys work for Gangalore. Now, you might not necessarily be the guys that bust in and kill the heroes, but you might be the guys that were taking down initial security. Like this parallel story, end up working for Draco, the Empire, all this stuff, right? We have found a slightly small but available time slot on Monday. And we are looking into, like I said, can't promise anything, but the fact that pre-production and actual like GM prep and stuff on a Monday night, starring Matt Witt, Drew MalBurg, and Jack Wilson as the ne'er-do-wells of evil in the We Plot First storyline, that I could launch as a mini-series that jumps levels and jumps through the books and nearly touches you guys. Like, imagine Felucia. Remember that giant walker that conveniently like left? You didn't have to deal with it? It would be these characters piloting it or running around stomping on Felucians, like, you know, so close and yet so far. Imagine a story that goes right. If we ran this to the end, Dawn of Defiance, 20 levels, everyone would know the ending. Why would you go back and start over? But if we start it now, an accelerated story that might meet up with you guys by the end, and no, I'm not talking about player versus player. I'm just saying a pod that runs now and can sort of finish around the same time, kind of like what they did with the boys and Gen V. You know what I'm saying? Right in the middle of it, they start the side thing, and then it's going to tie up in the end. So I am very, very excited to announce that We Plot First has gone into pre-production, GM prep, and we'll see if we can work to pulling this off. Episodes dropping? Who knows? Can I promise you the podcast in the tiny bow? Of course not. But the fact that we're like seriously considering it and have put a time slot after the Monday game when those guys have to bail is very exciting and I think worth mentioning. And we have also slotted a time of 6 to 8 weeks during Christmas, November, and December for yet another season of Doug Baldwin DMing us in Rise of the Consortium. That I am very happy to announce as well. Because the other thing was a maybe, so I want to finish it off with a definite yes-ish. Let's hear from Doug to make this official.
Pack your bags. It'll be a long one.
Ooh, nice. And we will see you all next time.
Keep it forced to myself. Up because the Emperor ruined it for everyone else. We gotta find a place to hide. Guess we're going underground now. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been rocking it since order 66 now. The force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. What the Emperor say, order 66 now. But the force is strong and I feel it still. Gotta make it out to thee. Gonna reason with the senators, try to make it better now. But somewhere out there's gotta be free. I guess we'll head to Alderaan now. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been rocking it since since Order 66 now. The force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. What the Emperor say, Order 66 now. But the force is strong and I feel it still. We should fight a war for peace. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Resurrect the Jedi, bring the Emperor down to his knees. The Sith mean nothing to me. I should strike them all down now. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. There'll be no acquittal for the Sith who killed the little Padawan. He is my enemy.
Is he coming? 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 Is he coming back?
Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks, and I'm gonna keep on going till the galaxy is fixed now. Cause the force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been rocking it since Order 66 now. The force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. What the Emperor say, Order 66 now. But the force is strong and I feel it still. Cause the force is strong and I feel it still.